Hot Toys just announced this Artisan Edition Black Widow from Iron Man 2. Super hyped to be talking about this. Welcome back to my channel, How You Figure. I'm Justin, and that's what we're talking about in today's video. We're not going to waste any time. We're jumping right into that. If you're hyped like me, though, go ahead and hit that like button. Let's get this video off to a good start. Consider subscribing if you've ever watched my content or you like this type of content. I think you're going to like it around here. But let's get right into it. This picture right here just looks amazing. This Artisan Edition Black Widow. I am so hyped for this, and by the end of this, we're going to look through all these images, and by the end of it, I'm going to give you like my hype level for it. But I can just go ahead and tell you this looks phenomenal. I am super excited to be getting this first appearance from Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow here. This photo alone just looks great. The artisan hair looks amazing. Let's go to the next one. Kind of see a full body image right here. The proportions look great. This suit is awesome. This suit is really good. I think they did a great job with this suit. Black Widow obviously evolved over time with different looks for the character, whether it be hairstyle, outfit, whatever. But this is that first version that we get of Scarlett Johansson in Iron Man 2. And it's just such a memorable performance and such a memorable look for the character because it's the only time she's looked like this in the MCU. So it's just really cool to have this. And I think that the announcement itself was really awesome. I'm just super hyped for the announcement in general. And just to have this announcement and to have it look this good in the prototype images, I cannot wait to be looking at this and adding this to the collection. But let's go through these photos here. You can see, not sure what this material is. Somebody that is more knowledgeable about this stuff, let me know. I'll find out at the end of it when we look over the actual Facebook post. But this just looks really good. I think the proportions look great. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but this looks, there's no like waist holder, crotch grabber, anything like that. So like this looks like it could be magnetic base, which is insane. Because that's something that I know people, have different, but like for a figure like this that I don't want clamped, it's just like the Catwoman figure I have. I don't really want that clamped. I'm worried about damaging the suit. So this is a great alternative. The boots look fantastic. The proportions look great. Man, I mean, look at the Scarlett Johansson likeness. This is far and away, not even close. And there's been some good Scarlett Johansson sculpts just based on this prototype image. And that's all we can go on. This is far and away the best Scarlett Johansson sculpt I've ever seen. This is phenomenal. This is truly phenomenal, from the nose to the lips to the cheeks, like the skin tone, the paint apps here with the rooted hair. Even where that rooted hair begins at the top of the forehead is really good. It doesn't even seem like there's that, and again, they've done a great job of styling this and everything. So it remains to be seen how it's going to look in hand for us. But it just looks amazing. And just the suit looks really cool. It still has that shield logo, which I like. The Black Widow logo here on the belt. I mean, look, from all angles, the eyes, the eyebrow, like just everything about it. Like the way the skin tone kind of, around the cheeks, a little bit of, I guess you could say blush or something like that. Like just the difference, just all the little details they get right about this head sculpt, from the chin to like right under the bottom lip there. I just think they did a phenomenal job with Scarlett Johansson's likeness. And Scarlett Johansson is like one of the OG Avengers, man. So for me, this is just such a hyped announcement. And I just think the hair looks great, man. Again, all we can look at is the prototype images. And for the most part, they're going to put their best foot forward on these. They want you to pre-order. They want you to buy. So again, whether it remains to be seen if it looks this good when it comes out, we'll see. But as of right now, all we can go on are these images. And I am extremely happy so far with what we are seeing. You're just getting more angles here. Really good lighting here. Just really good. I mean, the eyes are telling a great story. I mean, I've been saying this a while for like Artisan and Rolling Eyeballs. Like a lot of these sculpts now, man, from all these companies, and a lot of great 6-scale companies and figure companies and statue companies doing incredible work. But just to stay on Hot Toys, like I'm noticing Hot Toys is doing a great job with putting a performance in the head sculpt. You're seeing some emotion there, and I think that Rolling Eyeballs have a huge part to do with that. And so I'm very hyped, again, hopefully, since it is the Artisan, of course we're getting it for that. But just with every release, I feel like Rolling Eyeball function should be a necessity, simply because of that performance you can capture in it and the different posability you can do, especially if you're into toy photography. But I mean, this looks great. Again, looking up, a different angle here, just looks really good. The suit, just the head down to the neck, down to the chest here, just looks really, really good. It looks very like almost, you know, just so natural and so lifelike. And that's what we want to see out of like an Artisan release, right? So again, man, we're going to try to get to some more that are like, so again, this is a great thing because you're starting to see some of the suit here. So if you look at the elbows, the creasing there, again, this fabric, I'm not sure what it's going to be. Again, forgive me for that. Not knowing off the top of my head, like what this fabric's made of. I'm hoping that they can kind of tell us in the description, but the hands all the way to the arms here, but you see a little bit of that crunching on the elbows. For me personally, man, I want to pose this figure. I think that Black Widow's like a figure that is like it's like, you know, to me, like you want to pose. A lot of my poses are kind of simple, but I would love to kind of put different, she does a lot of badass stuff in this movie, especially towards the third act of the film. So definitely want to have that displayed in the collection. You can kind of see some different angles here. I mean, the head sculpt is just absolutely phenomenal, you guys. And the hair, the color of the hair, the way it flows, just looks insane. So this is really cool. So to kind of go back on what I was saying, this is the first picture that I think is kind of, you know, it doesn't really, like the head sculpt with what she's doing doesn't really match, but I appreciate that they're showing this. But again, if you remember Iron Man 2, that third act, you know, she goes in there, her and Happy, you know, Happy's fighting one guy, she's taking out like a group of 20 people. And so it's just cool to have that. I think that this is an awesome suit. I think they did a great job with her first suit. And it's probably not my favorite suit that she's ever had, but it's just iconic, man. And like right here, this is a great pose. So this is a great pose with the pistol here and the closed fist on the left hand. You can kind of see that. I really like that that pose right there. You can kind of see a little bit of the crunching here of the suit, but it doesn't look too bad, man. I mean, it doesn't look like it's doing too bad. If you look at the thing above the belt here, not the belt, but the thing with the Black Widow logo, you can kind of see a little bit of crunching there. So again, depending on the material, we're going to see like how poseable this is going to be, and hopefully it doesn't damage over time. This is a great pose. So for me, this is kind of a pose I would like to have in my collection. These are kind of the poses I like to do. Something pretty simple, but it kind of tells a story. With my Padme, I kind of do something similar to this, where she's holding it, but holding the gun, but it's like this, you know. I just like this. This is really good. This kind of limits the creasing, kind of limits the lines and stuff. So I really like that look for the character. Great photo here. Another one right here, just great photo. Again, you're kind of seeing the different poses here. They're not going too crazy with it, but you can kind of see the different bunching here on this where this Black Widow belt is. So this is a really cool shot. So she's got these little, like, I remember in the movie, these are like little, like, you know, electric, you know, they're not grenades, but they, like, you know, kind of shock people, subdues them. So that's a really cool look to have with the accessory. Again, this is kind of my look right here. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, but to me, this is the pose for me so far. I really like this. You're kind of seeing the underarm, the stitching there. But again, the color of the suit, the way it looks like you can pose it pretty well. That is exciting. Again, the pistol accessory, we're going to see what all accessories we get. It looks like we get some weapons here, but this is what it's all about, man. Again, I know people have different opinions, but for me, separate rolling eyeballs are like really important to me personally. I love them. And I feel like this helps you just change your display without having to do too much. You know, you don't have to go get some accessories. You don't have to change the pose. You can just change the rolling eyeballs, and it creates a whole different vibe for the character just based on these two images alone. You know, the one on the right's more like determined. One on the left is more like, you know, kind of hopeful or like looking, you know, but I just like how you can kind of get two performances out of that. So wool hair implantation. I mean, this, again, we have yet to see an Artisan release from Hot Toys, so that, you know, take this with a grain of salt, but this looks phenomenal to me. The color of the hair is great. This is probably like, you know, she changes hair color throughout the movie. You know, I think in the Avengers, obviously she has shorter hair. It's a little bit of a lighter red. This one is that first appearance where it's a darker red. So again, I think they knocked that out of the park with the accuracy. Just looks phenomenal. Refined figure, body, and proportion. So we talked about that at the beginning, like how good the proportions are looking. We're seeing it here. The suit just looks really cool. Again, I like the details of having the suit logo, or the suit logo, the shield logo on the side here. You got the belt here that's going to be loose enough to where you can do those different poses. You got this Black Widow, I guess it's another belt. But yeah, the suit just looks really good. I'm interested to see. We'll look at the Facebook post after this, you guys. And here we go. Here it is. So the specially designed magnetic figure base. This is exciting for me personally, simply because I know some people have different thoughts on magnetic bases, but for me personally, I don't even know if I have a figure that has a magnetic base, you guys, to be totally honest with y'all. So I'm yet to have an opinion on this that's educated, but I like this idea of not having to put a crotch grabber or a one of those ones that like hold the waist or whatever for this type of figure with this type of suit. So especially like for that reason, and the way that I like to pose the figures, where for the most part I'm going to keep both feet on the ground, I think this is really cool, and I really do like this base. I think it's really cool. And notice it says Black Widow and not Iron Man 2. So even though that we see the Iron Man 2 logo, this says Black Widow. And so that's pretty cool too, because you can kind of interchange this with other Black Widow figures you might have. And here we go. So the final look here, again, Artisan Edition Black Widow. We're going to take a quick look here. Let me minimize myself here just a little bit so we can see the whole thing here. So yeah, we got the separate rolling eyeballs. We've already talked about that. We got the different accessories here. It looks like you get that that wire. It looks like you get like a canister grenade or something. It looks like you get two different pistols, which is nice, and you get these 4, like I said, little electric grenades. Look, you get a lot of hands, which is really cool. So I'm still in. If you're kind of looking at those hands on the bottom right, got the specially magnetic figure base, refined body and proportion. Again, I'm going to go full here again, or somewhat full. So again, you're kind of seeing what you're getting with this Hot Toys Artisan Edition. I'm just going to tell you my hype meter for this one is a 10 out of 10. I cannot wait to get this. It is limited to, so now we can go to the, let's do this. Let's go to the actual Facebook post here. All right, we're not going to read this whole thing, but I'm just highlighting what I'm kind of reading if you want to follow along with me. As a continuation of the Ultimate Marvel Summer 2024 reveal, Hot Toys is delighted to introduce the Artisan Edition of Black Widow. Flowing auburn hair. A newly developed head sculpt with segment eyeballs, a meticulously tailored jumpsuit, and an array of accessory that faithfully reproduce her tactical gear from the film. From the wristlets to her utility belt. This figure even includes a specially designed magnetic figure for display. Okay, so here we go. So special edition available in select markets, 4,000, you guys. So 4,000, but let's read. So this is important. Let's look at this real quick. A special edition available in selected markets with a limited quantity of 4,000 will include an Iron Man gauntlet and interchangeable hands as bonus accessories. A non-special edition with bonus accessory will be available in selected markets with a limited quantity of 2,000. So that's really important. I'm glad I saw that. And I didn't see, did I miss something with the, did we miss the gauntlet thing? Oh, how did I miss these photos, you guys? Oh, I just didn't keep going. Sorry about that. All right, here we go. All right, so we could kind of see here. Yeah, so you get this gauntlet. So I'm going to be going for this one, obviously. I mean, I definitely want the special edition exclusive. It does seem like there's going to be more. I think you're going to have a good chance of maybe getting this now that there is that extra 2,000 just without the gauntlet. I'm definitely wanting this gauntlet. This looks amazing. This photo right here just looks absolutely phenomenal. I don't even know if I would display it like this, but this looks great. I'm going to go for this edition. And yeah, so here it goes. I just need to keep going, so I apologize, you guys. But there's the Iron Man gauntlet right there for the special edition. So that is limited to 4,000, and then there's 2,000 without it. So give or take how many sideshows going to get. We'll see, how that goes. But hopefully anybody who wants this, or everybody that wants this, is able to get this. That's a good number of 4,000. So I think we all have a good shot at potentially getting this. I say that, so I don't want to jinx ourselves, but I'm hoping we all get the figures we want. Once again, guys, I am at a 10 out of 10 hype for this. Let me know in the comments below what your hype level is at. Let me know how excited you are if you plan on picking this up. And like I said, you guys, consider hitting that subscribe button if you like this type of content. If you like this type of content, I really do think you're going to like it around here. Hit that like button if you wouldn't mind. It really helps out my video and the channel. And as always, thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.